Hey guys, got another cardboard Kitsune video here. Today we'll be playing some Demon Slayer, and we'll be going up against Demon Slayer, Red, Inosuke, Zenitsu, Tanjiro, Rengoku, that red deck. And so I'm going to start off here with a 0, Nezuko, just build the energy. Just going to go ahead and play the Zenitsu and the Inosuke. It's a good setup for him to get the 0 and the 1 out. I'm going to go ahead and kind of line up my energy. Still don't have a hand to go aggressive, so rather just stay, build the energy. For this deck, you really do need 4 energy to really make things go off. So, yeah, just getting there. 3, he's going to go ahead and play Tanjiro in the back with the Inoko in the front. And what's going to happen here is he's going to actually regret putting Inoko in the front. I would have not put him in the front, just let him sit in the back, give him that energy, and absorb 1 hit. But, so I'm going to make him pay here. I go ahead and play the Tengen. We're going to go ahead and play the 4/2 cost Tanjiro, and it sidelines the 3k or less character. So it just goes and kills the Inoko without it really doing anything. So a really big swing for me. You got to use it for energy. Instead, he's going to go ahead and play the Suma. He's going to special my Tanjiro, which is fine because that's not a rated Tanjiro. So I don't feel bad about that. Go ahead. That's his turn. We're going to go ahead and do an extra draw here. See what's going to happen. And then we've got 5 energy, so I can go ahead and move up a Nezuko. Letting Nezuko's die with this deck is totally fine because that 4 energy raid Tanjiro lets us bring back the Nezuko's for free. So go ahead and push 2 of them up. I still have 3 energy, which is really good. We're going to go ahead and just play the 2 energy one in the back. Now, we don't get the, since he doesn't really have anything in the front, it's fine. And then just to get to 4 energy, I decide not to go aggressive. I don't need to raid when there's really nothing on his board, and I don't really need to push tempo like crazy. I don't have a Tanjiro to raid, so just using the 2 Nezukos is fine. If they get specialed, I'm not really that mad about it. Luckily, he gets an add to hand and an active trigger, so 1 card helps, but losing the active is pretty good. So he's down to 5. I still have full life. He moves the Suma up. Goes ahead and plays the Zenitsu in the back. Still only has 4 energy, so he needs to go ahead. He's going to go ahead and play that Rengoku. This combo is what makes this deck kind of nice. Raise the Inosuke, lets him restand the Rengoku. So now he's got impact because of the Tanjiro in the back. We'll take that. Nezuko does not have a trigger for the 0. He'll go ahead and attack with Rengoku next. This is the freeze trigger with yellow, so we're going to go ahead and target the Inosuke, not to let him block next turn. So it just stays rested through my turn, and then it goes back to active. And then he's going to go ahead and attack with Suma. I thought about it, but I'll let him take the life anyways, it's fine. I do want the bodies just in case. So we go ahead and get the Sonomy. I think this card is really key in this deck. Lets us get an extra attack in there. It's kind of annoying. So when you swap, and it's 2 energy, so it's kind of helpful once you set it up early enough. So I'm thinking, what can I really do here? I have 4 energy. Need to really get rid of I have a special. So here's where I kind of mess up a little bit. It's a bit of a misplay. I play the water special first to get rid of his Rengoku. That shouldn't have been allowed because I needed a Tanjiro to make that be able to sideline 5Ks or less. I ended up playing the Tanjiro later on, so I could have done the whole turn the same, but just because sequencing is really important, that's kind of a little misplay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and refresh. See, we do end up getting the Tanjiro down. We raided the Nezuko, one of the frontline Nezukos. We played the Sonomy. We go ahead and we play that Tanjiro, vanilla Tanjiro to the front. We attack with Nezuko. Nezuko allows us to swap a Tanjiro in the front. He hits his color trigger, the red color trigger, which is sideline a character with 2500 or less. So I lose the other Nezuko. I get to move up the Tengen and then move back the Tanjiro. And then I like to move up the characters with step because I can eventually move them back if needed. He hits a final. Not good for him. He's down to 3. I'm down to 4. It's a little scary. We're getting in the there. He's going to AP draw. He has a good backline. There you go. So he gets his 5 energy. I know immediately he's putting 5 down. He's going to raid those as he needs to. Get that guy in there. He gets to draw to sideline 1 because he has Tanjiro on his field. And then he gets also double damage. So here we're going to see him go double damage. I can't afford to take 2 right now. I'm at 4. Putting me down at 2 is kind of dangerous. So I'll go ahead and sacrifice the Tengen. Let this one go through because it has impact. I get the draw trigger from the 2 cost and 2. And then it's back to me. And so here, I don't really have that many good cards in my hand, so I'm going to see if I can get something good here. Unfortunately, I get another 0 Tanjiro, which is fine. So then I go ahead and move up the Sanemi and the Tanjiro. And then I have 2 energy in the back, which is fine. I have all low-cost cards, so I go ahead and play that in the back. And then we're going to go ahead and raid the other Nezuko. Get that 4K in there. So we move her to the front. Of course, attack with the Tanjiros first. He is going to take that active trigger, which is actually pretty big for him. Lets him kind of get a block without losing a character. So here I'm waiting for him to choose which character he wants to give the active trigger to, plus 3K. He's going to give it to the Inosuke. Here I was thinking, okay, is he going to do the BP edition or is he just going to do the highlight? And I think I'll say, okay, he's just going to do highlights. So I go ahead and attack. We're going to target that one. We're going to do the whole move. So waiting for him to block. I knew he was going to block. Then we're going to move. Bring up the other Nezuko. And then we go ahead and attack next with the other Nezuko. We don't get to swap since there's no Tanjiro on the front line, but go ahead and do that. He takes the hit here. And then I have 3 attacks, 2 attacks with Sanemi and 1 more attack. And based on the 2 characters, he's going to be able to block 1, restand, block the other. He's going to sacrifice his Suma. And then I get that last attack through. But he hits a final trigger. So he gets the heal from the top of his deck. That's pretty clutch. I was kind of shocked. And so now for him, it looks like he has a lot of cards in his hand. I have 3 life. He would need to potentially kind of, let's see, what would he need to do? He would need to have 2 restands. And I've already hit 2 of his restands, so him having 2 more restands out of 30 cards, he has 31 cards, pretty rare. He would need to have at least a special, and then another Inosuke raid potentially. And that's kind of hard to do. And I have a full front line and 3 cards. And so I think what I remember of him doing is that I think he assessed, all he had his last raid, Inosuke in his life. I guess he just took the L. GG's. Thanks guys. I'll see you later.